All right, my friend. So the net is we have this, around 18,000 videos in this collection, and the goal is just to help you get some of the questions you need answered about business planning and business management without having to go open a book. So what is a topic that you would like for me to pull up some clips on to see if we can come up with something?
Acquiring capital.
Okay. Acquiring capital. And showed up here. We got that many clips off of acquiring capital. So disruption within the music industry. Let's find one that. Here, why don't you find one that
Barbershop friendly.
discusses how to analyze initial capital requirements for a startup. 2 sounds pretty good.
This one here?
Okay, yeah, that sounds good to me. But there's, like I said, there's so many of them.
Right.
So let's go ahead and watch it to see if it has a value. With bank requirements for a loan, differences between SBA loans and regular loans, formalizing loan agreements. This is pretty good stuff. Okay, let's play that one, number 5 right there. I think we got it right there. Yep. Click the button and enlarge it now. Here you go.
Right now I'm working with somebody in the medical profession. They're about to open a practice, and there's very little furniture, fixtures, equipment that's actually needed, because they're basically acquiring a medical practice from somebody else. So what they need is working capital, because they're going to start seeing patients, they're going to start billing,
Similar to you,
insurance, and they're not going to get paid for 30 days, 45 days. And so what is that period of time in that first year as they're getting up to speed? How much is that capital going to be required? And we basically can work backwards and say, if these are your expenses, this is your staffing, this is how many patients we think you're going to see, what kind of funds do you actually need, and how long do they need to last? And that is one particular type of loan for just working capital, and I think that's what the
You just kind of spoke about that 3 seconds ago, right?
I had another client who basically makes widgets, and business was really, really good. And in fact, they were going through some rapid expansion, and they had a really fat bank account. And I said, we need to go ask the bank for a line of credit. And the business owner looked at me somewhat surprised and said, I don't need any money. I said, if you keep on this pace, you're going to run out of money, because you cannot self-fund your growth. In order to fulfill all these sale orders, you need to buy all those materials, and you don't have enough money coming through the door in order to self-fund that. You need a line of credit, and we need to go ask for it now. He said, why? I said, because you don't need it now. We need to go ask for it when you're not in crisis mode. And we can go to the bank and say, we think this is what the need is, we've thought this through, we really don't need this financing until sometime later this year, but if things keep on this pace, we're going to need $500,000. And the bank said, okay, we can give you a $500,000 line of credit.
Did you think that had a value, that clip? I mean, the initial side of it, they were talking about medical industry, but the fact of the matter is we talked about operational capital. Remember I mentioned to you that we might have to, if you can get the initial investor, then we can use OVR to match that with, cash, and then the loan fund would throw in money, probably additional monies to cover the operational piece. Right. So, the initial investment of their $10,000 would be for the night, to get the chairs, your investors for the chairs, and $1,000 to the beautification of the place. You probably needed, another couple of G's to beautify it and get the proper supplies for a year, right? You probably want to buy that stuff in bulk so you can get a discount or something like that. But the fact of the matter is getting a couple different funding apparatuses together is probably the best strategy, and we could leverage that OVR effort that you're putting forward. So, but that's just one concept. So let's see if another term that you're interested in that we can pull up.
Right now I'm working with somebody, medical profession, or
all right, what's another topic you think you need help with? Let's even make ourselves laugh. See if anyone opened a barber salon or a salon.
Let's say barber shop, because salon what differentiates us is the straight razor. So.
Okay. Okay. I can't believe that we came up with 394 clips that have something relevant to this. So, why don't you look through, you scroll up and down, and see which one that might work. Glamour. Let's go background on Glamour Girl's decision not to start as a nonprofit, because what you talked about some things that had some nonprofit concepts worked in there with the kids and the youth. Let's listen to what they have to say about that.
Which one is Glamour Girl?
Right there.
Right here.
All right. How Glamour Girl's idea became bigger over time. Thoughts, importance of applying business skills for now. Let's go to how Glamour Girls became big over time. Now hit that, yep. No, yep.
I think I found that Glamour Girls was bigger than I had expected or even planned for. Glamour Gals was bigger than I thought. I think when I saw it on Oprah. And then when I saw it on Oprah again as a rerun. And again as a rerun. Every Thanksgiving, apparently, Rachel, as a 17-year-old, flashed on the screen during Thanksgiving. And I think the initial Oprah run of the show in, I think it was October of 2000. Or 2001. It was in the fall. And I said, wow, imagine if I had a website for people to contact me. I mean, what does Oprah have? Millions of viewers? And at the end of it, she's like, this is a great program, but there was no, go to this website, or contact Rachel this way, or here's how you can get involved in the Glamour Gals program. And I think it was between Oprah in October and then.
Well, that was a little high-level stuff, but the fact of the matter is she talked about developing a website and a brand, and that's exactly kind of what we talked about with this gentleman here and helping him develop your email marketing. But let's just go for a term that is a little more okay. Let's just talk about cash flow. You probably need to learn how to create some cash flow statements, right? See what you come up with. 170 clips. So I'm going to give you my code for this, so you can go online and educate your stuff on some things. Okay.
Okay.
Instead of saying go read this and go read that,
right.
I'm going to give you access to my personal library, so you can you start going home at night. Watching the stuff, watching it on your phone if you have to. You know what I mean?
I appreciate that.
Cool. Do you have an email address and stuff? Yes, sir. All right. Let me get all your information.